Hey everyone. So recently the 890 jump has had this neat feature added in where elevators rotate as you go up and down them, specifically the round elevators. Now the reason this happens is when a person walks in, they will always be oriented in the same direction they were facing in relation to the door. So if you hit the panel, and you turn towards the door, you can expect your exit door to be in the same spot. Now this is pretty cool for a few reasons. It's easy to get confused when it's your first time on the ship, and since this ship is part of a mission, that was important. Besides that, any guests that rode on board would suffer from the same issue of disorientation. So while CIG did do a really good job with this on most of the elevators, there's one elevator in particular that seems to have been overlooked. Few people travel to the forward turret on the ship nowadays. It's not very powerful, and let's be honest, a lot of people don't bother taking the 890 into combat. It's not effective in its current state. As you can see here, there's automatically a problem trying to walk through the turret. Now, not everyone seems to have this. It's fairly intermittent. You can tinker with it a little bit, as I did in this example video. I finally managed to wedge myself into the turret elevator by getting stuck in the door and crouching through, similar to the elevators in Grim Hex back when they were bugged. So now that I'm on, let's take a look. You have two floors, turret access and the hangar. If you noticed, this one did not rotate at all. It's just a straight up shot from the hangar to the turret. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's pretty obvious where the door is once you get up there. The problem that occurs is when you come back down, you have this invisible wall. And there's not really a good way to get around it. You can crouch, you can run around, you can do all sorts of other things, but the wall's still there. Now, let's travel back up one more time. Take a look. Again, there's no rotation here. The door's open to the turret. We can see that, yeah, it's kind of buggy. You can walk through the door, but I expect that to get fixed at some point. Going back down though, you'll notice something else. See, the orientation of the doors is interesting because there's a solid wall here now. But if we take a look around the room and look straight up on the opposite side, there's the door, right? Let's pretend there's a door here, and there you go. You've just walked through the hole. You're now up where the forward landing gear are. Not really an easy way to get out of here. Kind of hurt myself in the process. To me, it looks like the elevator assumes it should swing around and rotate as the other circular elevators do. This one doesn't. The 890 elevators are kind of complex for what CIG has done in the past, and it just feels like an oversight, but it is kind of annoying. Hopefully CIG will fix this in future iterations. Given the work already done on the elevators, this doesn't really feel like it's going to be a big issue for them to fix. It'll just take some time. In the meanwhile, take care when you're using the forward turret array. Stay safe out there.